You mentioned also Dajjal that has, before he comes in our dimension, he will pass three stages. And are we living at that time when the US Pax Americana is finishing?
The Quran has given us an indication that a shadow is going to come upon the world, and that shadow will appear in three parts. In Taliku ila zillin zi salasi sharp. Proceed to a shadow which will appear in three parts. In the hadith, we have a greater explanation of this. That it is Dajjal who, when he is released into the world, who will live on earth for 40 days. The first day, which would be like a year. So we can't see him. He's not in our world of space and time, hence the shadow. The second day, which will be like a month. So he's not in our world of space and time, so we can't see him. So the shadow. The third day, which is like a week. So he's not in our world of space and time. So it's a shadow, you can't see him. وَسَائِرُ أَيَّامِهِ كَأَيَّامِكُمْ. And all the rest of his days like your days. Then you'll have the khuruj of Dajjal. He'll appear in human form. And you'll see him. He'll be a Jew. The Antichrist is not a Muslim. The Antichrist is a Jew because he wants to impersonate the Messiah and get the Jews to believe that he is the Messiah. Where do these people go to school who say that a Muslim can be the Messiah? I mean, the Dajjal? Which Jew will accept a Muslim as the Messiah? I don't know where these people went to school. So now, we have come to the conclusion, based on the Quran and the Hadith, that a shadow will appear in the world. It's not the actual person. The late great scholar of Islam, Dr. Israr Ahmad, rahimahullah, he gave this very beautiful statement. I love it. He said, coming events cast their shadows before them. Beautifully spoken by Dr. Israr Ahmad. And so Dajjal appears as a shadow for these three stages. Until the three stages are up, then he will appear in human form. So I have come to the conclusion in my book, Jerusalem in the Quran, because I am a student of international relations, that the only explanation we can offer for the phenomenon of Pax Britannica, Britain emerging suddenly and mysteriously as a ruling state in the world, and then the United States succeeding Britain as a second ruling state in the world, that this Pax Britannica is located in the first stage of Dajjal. And Britain is preparing the way for the state of Israel. And then the United States becomes the next ruling state in the world, Pax Americana. And Pax Americana is preparing the way for the state of Israel. I do not know of any other scholar who has offered this analysis. Mine has been a lonely voice offering this analysis for 20, 25 years now. Now I notice that there are those who are listening to me and then repeating what I said and becoming very famous people, but would not say, we got this knowledge from Imran. That is not integrity. I'm so sad to see this phenomenon today. People learning from me. I'm the only scholar saying it. And they will take what I have said and then broadcast it as their thought and never credit me. Whereas if I learn something from a child, I will say I learned it from that child and give the credit to the child. That is intellectual integrity. And so now we are living at that stage of the shadow when the second part is coming to an end, and we are now in a stage of transition to the third part, a day like a week. And in the same way that the transition from part one to part two involved two great wars, the First World War and the Second World War, so too the transition from part two to part three involves the great, great war that they call Armageddon. We call the Malhama, and that is around the corner.